So this is Nottingham to Barrow, part 1. And we're going to be doing this in a class 20. So we're going to tell the guards to unlock the door on the right, and we're going to figure out how the knucklefuck this train operates. So we've got a throttle, we've got a reverser, we have a master key. Should be a place for a master key somewhere, although I'm not entirely sure where it's going to be. Cutout control switch, normal. Hot plate for cooking your food. Window wipers, okay. So yeah, this is really cool, the fact that you can actually like see out of this ooh, seat rotation. Hey yo. Ah, that's cool. So you can see out this side, yes, for if you're going the other direction, but we are not going the other direction. So let's seat rotation. Okay, so we haven't found the master key switch. That may turn out to be a problem. Okay, fuse cupboard. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're kind of Hail Marying this one because I have never driven class 20 on this before. Okay, these look to be the same. It's a master key. There we go. Okay, so that's where the master key is. Is there an AWS isolator? Yes, it's going to be here. So AWS unisolated. Oh my god. Fuck me. Okay. Jesus Christ. I was not I was not ready for that one to just yeah. I was not ready for that one. I was not ready. Okay, in terms of lighting, so engine stop, engine start, that's the throttle. So we're going to put the reverser into the forward position. So we need to lock the doors. I need to, I was going to say I need to work out how to put the lights on. Okay, so we want the, let's just get instrument panel and cab light. There we go. Cool. Okay, let's lock the doors. So yes, this is our train. Nice whistle. Okay, so reverser in the forward position. Let's get. Jesus Christ, this throttle is compensating for something. Okay, train brake to full release. Locomotive brake is off. Let us give it a little bit of oomph. That's gonna take a little while. Do we have a brake overcharge option? Are we wheel spinning? Ew, do we have a handbrake on somewhere? I'm not entirely sure. Do we need to have the brake off here? Okay, so the brakes are fully released. Let's give it some throttle. There we go. Okay, fine. Oh. Something's holding us in place. I swear to God. I swear to God. If this is bugged as well, I'm not going to be happy. Oh no, okay. It's just taking a minute. Oh. Hold on a minute. We're going the wrong ass way. Are we at the end of the train? Okay, it's not bugged. It's not bugged. That just teaches me for making assumptions. So we're in Lancaster bound for Morcambe, so we should be heading north. Fine. So this has become off. This is okay. This is where we're going. Okay. Fine. Okay. So am I right in saying this? So Wait, are we in Preston? No, we're not Preston. Okay, so we should be going northbound. Okay, fine. I think we may have accidentally been on the southbound side of the train. Okay, so we're going to unlock the side, and let's start getting this all set up. So master key is going to go into the in position. The brake here is going to go to full release on this side. A reverser forward here. We're going to keep the brake on this one, and we're just going to keep it at full service. We put the AWS isolation on. My god, that is unreasonably loud. Fucking hell. Okay, fine. In terms of the lighting, let's just put the left-hand side marker on, instrument cab lights on, and then let's very quickly hop over to the other side of this Railtour service. And then at the other end of the train, this time, which we didn't fucking do before, we will make sure that the brakes are off and tail lights are on. So, climb aboard. Okay, fine. So all of these lights are off. So tail lights on, and then the brakes here are going to be on full release. I don't know if there exists a handbrake. Okay, there is a handbrake, and it is in the release position, and then this one is going to be in the full release position. Okay. Let's get forward to the other side of this Railtour service, and then hopefully we can actually make some progress towards fucking Morcambe, right? Yeah. Genuinely, I don't think I've had a route that's had this many game-breaking bugs. I'm probably gonna have a wee chat with the just trains and be like, yo, what up? So this is definitely released. Cab control circuit is in the normal position. You are released. Okay, I can't see any reason right now this train should not go forward. Did we get our lights on? Yeah, we did. Okay, fine. So let's sit. We've acknowledged our shit. Let's lock the right doors. Reverser is forward. We're going in the right direction this time. Let's full release the brakes, which is going to take a little while to full release. Bogey 1, bogey 2. So brakes are now full release, so let's give it some throttle. Let's give it 30% throttle. Okay. So there must have been a brake on somewhere that I had to take off. Fine. Okay. I'll hold my hands up if it's my fault. Fine. I was just worried it was going to be another game-breaking bug. Because, let's be honest, we've had 2 game-breaking bugs on this route of... well, 3, I guess, technically. So, yeah, it's not great. It's not great for one single route. But anyway, we're in motion now, so let's give it some oomph, get ourselves up to 35 miles an hour, and our next stopping service, our next stop is going to be Lancaster. We actually want the right hand side thing as well. Oh, I do like the flaps open to expose the lights. That's a cool view. Like that. Okay, let's just give it some full throttle to get up to 35 mile an hour. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume this thing is going to struggle for power. So generally for diesel trains, the TOPS classification, so this is TOPS class 20, the classification refers to the power available. So a class 20 is going to have a lot more power than a class 08. and a class 37 is going to have a lot more power than a class 20. So, you know, usually how you can kind of tell things on the way. But yeah, we are making progress. Slow fucking progress, but progress. Somehow, this train just feels like it's fucking idling. It doesn't feel like it's contributing anything. This red thing looks violent. I do like the idea of a manual wiper. If you just need to like wipe it once. I do like that. I'm quite fond of that one. What does this look like with the top marker? Oh, you can't see the top marker. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, it's done. The game is done letting me open flaps. Okay, fine. So we're a nice chill 35 miles an hour. How long is it supposed to take us to get to Lancaster? Ah, okay, cool. We do not have a scheduled time. Yeah, okay. I suppose this is a rail tour, so you know, having access to high speed isn't really that important. I do like the idea of having a hot plate in the cab. I've definitely seen this in trains. Because like freight trains, you can be on your own for ages. Like we saw in the class 87, it had like what appeared to be like a driver's fucking toilet, which was amazing. It may have just been a wash basin. But then also no, you definitely can. But yeah, it's also got like a hot plate for heating up food. Touching surface may be hot. That's hilarious. Yeah, you can cook your food. I wonder if for Train Sim World 6 they're going to introduce RPG elements, so you have to keep yourself like fed and watered as you drive your trains. That would be kind of funny. We're up to a blistering 43 miles an hour, folks. I'm not happy about this. Not freaking happy about this. Got 19 miles to get to Lancaster. Is there any good screenshots to be had? Not bad. It is a nice looking train. I quite like the class 20 because like it's quite similar to some of the like design methodology that you see in some of the like big American locomotives. So in the UK, we typically have like a double cab set up. So if you were going the direction that we're going now, you're in the forward end of the cab. But if you need to turn around and go the other direction, you would either have to do what we did in the class 86 and go through the internal door and walk to the other side, or you would have to like hop out, jump down onto the trackside, walk trackside down your train, climb in the other side, and then you're looking at the reverse direction. Whereas this, you literally just like turn and face the other way, and you've kind of got these like small windows that kind of look forward over the train, and that's quite a similar methodology to how America builds their locomotives. It was quite common in steam locomotives. And some of the smaller tops class locomotives of the class 08, the class 20 for example, they tend to have like this single cab design where one cab is designed to accommodate both directions. But once you start getting into the higher tops classes, like class 32, 35, 37, they are all like double cab designs. And then once you start getting into like the diesel multiple units or the electric multiple units, they're just double cab designs as well. So it's quite interesting because while there is a lot of similarities in railways across the world, ironically because railways were first invented in the UK, so every railway in the world is a child of the British Railway network, and each country has made its own pretty significant improvements on the railway design over Britain, whereas we've been stuck in antiquity because our railways were designed so long ago, and changing them now is just too expensive. But it's quite interesting to see a design which kind of mirrors that kindred spirits with like a lot of American designed locomotives. Yeah, it's definitely not common, but it's also not unheard of in British Railways, so yeah, there we go. Guys, we're up to 57 miles an hour. I absolutely rocketed down no slow. We were doing 110 miles an hour at the start of the stream. Now I'm excited about fucking 58 miles an hour. Jesus. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. I think I'm definitely gonna have to ping an email to Just Trains after this because yeah, two big bugs in one. Well, I guess it was 3 bugs. No, two. Yeah, it was two bugs in one sitting for a route is not great. When it works, when it is up and working, it's a nice route. Lots of trains, lots of flexibility for driving express passenger, commuter passenger, steam train, diesel train, electric train, multiple unit train. You know, there's a lot of flexibility and variety. It's a nice route, it's a long route. When it works well, it's really nice, but I think there's just a little bit too much in the way of bugs for me, unfortunately. But yeah, hey ho. Are we actually stopping at Lancaster? Or are we... I don't think we are stopping. It says to go via Lancaster, but it doesn't say to stop at Lancaster. So I don't actually think we're picking up passengers here. I actually think we're just going direct to Morcambe. I wish we could have got the stopping passenger service working. I'm kind of annoyed that we didn't. Because so far, in this stream, which has lasted 3 hours, 3.5 hours, we've seen all the big stations on this route. I ideally wanted to do something that just like lets us visit some of the smaller stations en route. But yeah, maybe another time. Maybe another time. Guys, we've gained a whole 10 miles an hour since the last time I spoke to you. We're up to 68 miles an hour. Jesus Christ. We're almost at motorway driving speeds. All of this could have been better service in a fucking car. What did I just hear over there? That was weird. I definitely hear something. Pedestrianized level crossings. What is the top speed of this train? Oh, it doesn't have a speed plate. Oh, maximum. Yeah, okay. Maximum speed 60 miles an hour, and we're doing a nice chill fucking 72. Okay, yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. Fine. Fine. Whoops. Might be going a bit faster than we're supposed to, but it's fine. It's fine. Is that a fucking canal boat? Is that a fucking... It is a canal boat. I was right. It's a fuck-nugging canal boat. Look at that. Aww. Such an interesting life. So the proper name for them is a narrow boat, but these are people's houses. Like, people live on narrow boats, and you can I believe if you live in the canal network, you can have a home berth where you can like spend time for like an extended period of time for like supplies, for like repairs and whatnot. But like you can go anywhere on the canal network in your narrowboat, which bearing in mind is your full-time abode for a lot of people. You can go anywhere you want in the canal network, and you can like live in like a town for up to 2 weeks rent free, but just maintain your canal boat. And then after the 2 weeks, you do have to move on. Yeah, so you can, you know, and you might think it's, oh well, it's a canal network. How heavily is it policed? It is in fact policed. So I'll tell you a true story about my father, and this is this is fucking true. My dad once got ticketed by the police in a fucking canal boat. In a canal boat. He got caught by the police. So basically, they did a holiday with like my mum and like a few family friends, and they rented a narrowboat, and they all just lived on the narrowboat, like just like going from place to place. You know, nice idea for a holiday actually. And my dad realized, so the speed limit on the canals is 3 knots, which I'm just Hail Marying is about 4.2 miles an hour. Maybe like 4.85 kilometers an hour. He realized the only thing that was restricting the throttle of the narrowboat to keep it at 3 knots was just a fucking bolt, right? Well, not a bolt, like a nut. So he, being the fucking the fucking deviant that he is, unscrewed the bolt to the nut right to the end of the throttle, which allowed him to get 4.5 knots out of this little narrow boat with a fucking shitty tiny engine. And it was all fun and games until he actually got ticketed by the police for speeding in a fucking canal at like basically the equivalent of 5.5 miles an hour. Which is hilarious to me. But yeah, it is police. There are people who patrol the canals to make sure that you are not going faster than you should be. Because the thing is, right, canals are flanked by canal paths, because in days of old, when motors weren't a thing, canal boats used to be horse-drawn, so the horse would be on the path, guiding the boat up the canal. And so, because it's quite low-lying, if you go too fast, the bow wave that you push through the water can go up and over and flood the actual canal path, which isn't good for the people that use the canal paths. Canal paths these days are very popular for cyclists, for walkers. They are, so, you know, if they are suddenly getting flooded every time a fast boat goes past, it's a bit shitty. Not so bad, like, if you're on foot, it's just an inconvenience. But if you're cycling, it's actually very potentially dangerous, because you could end up in the water. It doesn't take a lot of water to, you know, upset your biking, so not ideal. But yeah, so canal policing is a thing. Even if it is kind of funny. So, still maintaining a blistering 73 miles an hour out of a maximum 60 miles an hour, you know, go figure. We are now 6.7 miles away from Lancaster. We are indeed not stopping at Lancaster. I think it would definitely say that we are to load passengers if we were due to stop. So, we will just carry on to Morcambe. Yeah. See how we go. We go. Green lights all the way, innit? And the weather's actually stayed nice for us. It didn't like hit us with a surprise snowstorm out of nowhere. I don't know why it's suddenly decided that this cab is the main cab of interest, despite the fact that it's not like the leading driving cab. Oh, freight train. Celebrating some of that proud Northern English industry. What is this? Yeah, well, I'm not looking forward to if we get like a single red light because oh my god, it's gonna be fucking loud in this cab. Passenger train. Ah, look at it. Bells, bells, bells. Do you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, I have been to Lancaster. I was saying throughout the stream that I haven't been at any of the train stations on this route, as is relatively common when I do English routes. But I actually have been to Lancaster train station, now that I think about it. Because it was, we went down to Lancaster for my cousin's graduation. He studied in Lancaster. And we took the train down, and I remember why this was kind of important, because when we took the train down, it was so full of people that we ended up being sat in the I can't really show it so well, but like the vestibule between the two compartments, so like that little squidgy bit where one compartment connects to another, we were sat there for the entire train ride along with this guy who was reading a book. He was a pretty cool guy, actually. We ended up chatting to him for a bit. But yeah, like, because there was just no fucking space on the train at all. So we went to Lancaster. So I have actually been to Lancaster train station, but I don't remember anything of it. My only two core memories of that trip where some random person thinking my cousin was a bouncer for some reason, and then we visited a McDonald's in Lancaster, and it was when McDonald's were doing their phase of everything was a mix something, and it was just fucking horrific. And it was basically like, oh, you know, if you work with us, you can mix study with us and get yourself some MIC qualifications. That's not bad for a MIC job. And it was just disgusting. It was one advertisement, and it was nice. It was basically saying, like, if you work with McDonald's, we will support your studies so you can gain qualifications. But every second noun had a fucking MIC attached to it. And it was just kind of, this is just like rancid fucking capitalism. I am not about that nonsense. Hey, we've driven 20 miles in a class 20. Nice. Oh, we're actually speeding for once. Okay, that was unanticipated. Let's kill the throttle with a painful metallic screeching. We are, I think, coming up to Lancaster, which we are going to go through at some fair tilt. So let's give it some horny boy. I really hope this isn't a stop at. I really fucking hope this isn't a stop at. Well, it can't be a stop at, actually, because we're on the passing line. Actually, hang on a minute. Oh. Screenshot potential. Okay, maybe not with the depth of field being absolutely fucking dog shit as it is. For the grid. Ah, okay, fine. Yeah, so that is so the grid. The grid's quite an interesting phenomenon. If you do any studies on photography, which I haven't, they sometimes the people will sometimes point out that like having the subject centered in the frame of shot can make for a good shot, but doesn't necessarily always making for an interesting shot. So some people tries to tell you that like if you divide your your frame into thirds, like we've done here, you should kind of like aim to have you can basically get like some interesting angles if you aim to have the subject matter kind of aligned to one of the thirds. It can be slightly better. So like if I have the cab, which is the subject, along this third, you can see here it kind of opens up a little bit more of the scenery in the side. Yeah, that's like one of the only principles of photography that I think I kind of know. But I almost never use it. Okay, right, fact, we got shit to do. Okay, so double yellow means the next signal is red. We're going pretty fast, and this thing is dog shit at accelerating, so I'm going to assume it's dog shit at braking. So double yellow means the next signal is yellow, means the next signal after that is red. We know from the diversion coming up that we've got 25-mile-an-hour speed limit change coming up, and I am indeed not mistaken that at 50% at brake. Oh fuck, that's a locomotive brake. Yeah, okay, that explains why. Yeah, fuck. Okay, we were using the locomotive brake there, which was not good. So the reason why locomotive brake is non-ideal. Actually, we're gonna go 50. We're gonna go to 60% braking. The reason why locomotive brake isn't ideal is because only the locomotive brakes come on, whereas with the train brakes, the brakes across the entire train come on. So when you have the locomotive brake on, the locomotive is braking, but the rest of the carriages attached to it aren't. So they bump into it, and the momentum of them actually pushes the locomotive forward, reducing the braking action, which is obviously not good. That's a red signal. Ah, fuck a dick. We fucked this. We've absolutely screwed the pooch on this one. Emergency! Yeah, we screwed the pooch. Passed it. Whoops. Should have spent less time explaining and more time paying attention. Is there a checkpoint? Did we pass a checkpoint? Because if we pass a checkpoint, that's maybe not too bad. Because if I have to reset this, if we have to restart the whole scenario, I'm probably just going to call this industry. Okay, fine. I can deal with this. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so double red. Right, okay. We're not going to be a fanny this time. So we'll go to 30% braking, and we'll take it from here. Not bad, by the way. We got our maximum 60 mile-an-hour train up to 80 miles an hour, just as we hit the brakes there. That's not bad. That's not a bad effort. I can't imagine how much I would be hated by like mechanics and things on board this, but yeah. Okay, we're not really making gains, so we're going to go to 70% braking. We get the demented goose, which tells us the signal is not green, and it is indeed yellow. Let's go to full service braking. And maybe a little tickle locomotive brake as well. Okay, locomotive brake off. The train brake, I'm just going to put an initial application. Actually, no, we're at 30 miles an hour. Let's come off this. Okay, so the brakes are going to very slowly release. We're down to 30 miles an hour, and we do know that we have a red signal ahead because we fucking failed the scenario because of it. So we're going to get the squawk here. We can see this is red. We're going to go to train brake stage 50%. And we're going to go for full service braking. Oh, light's gone green, hang on. So full release on the brakes. We have a green light with a white feather ahead. So this is telling us that we can indeed go on. So the brakes are taking some time to release. Oh, look at that. Look how pretty that is. Ah, diggity dang. I'm quite fond of the look of the Class 20, actually. It's like a... It's like a grown-up shunter. Like a shunter that's all grown up. Cool, so the speed limit here is 25 miles an hour. We had the feather signal that is diverging to the left, and we can tell by the position of the rails that we are indeed going left. We're going to kill the throttle because we're on a slight downhill, and we are at the 25 mile an hour speed limit that we had. We've already had one scenario failure today, so I'm not interested in any more. Oh, whoops. We are speeding, however. So that red light is not for us, that's for this line. We have a green light here. So our initial application isn't enough. Let's go to 10% on the brakes. And that is slowing us down enough. Speed limit decreased down to 15 miles an hour. It's right here, I didn't see it coming. So what little townlet is this that we're coming into? This is Bear Lane. Doesn't look very bare. Looks like there's houses and cars. And even a level crossing to boot. Aw, that's actually kind of cute. I like this. I like the signal box you can actually see into. Can you actually go into it? Oh, you can! Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, we might come back here before end of stream. Also overspeeding. Okay, that looks dog shit, actually. Yeah, okay, we might actually, because this is, I think this is going to be the first time you can actually go into a signal box, so that might be pretty cool. Right, we're up to 60 miles an hour, so let's go full throttle. We got 1.4 miles until we get into Morcambe. Look at all them houses. Nice looking houses. But I love the fact that the acceleration on this is just complete dog shit. Wait, is the whole train first class seating? No, no, it's not. Okay. We should go on a Railrour not getting first class. Seems a bit obvious. So it says 60 miles an hour, but we're not getting up to 60 miles an hour anytime soon. I reckon we'll get to 45 miles an hour by the time we hit the 45 mile an hour sign. And then from there, it's only a short jaunt into Morcambe. AWS is nice and green. Oh hey, the downhill slope. Alright, here's 45 miles an hour. So, we're just gonna go on initial brakes. This train sounds like it has pneumatic brakes rather than hydraulic brakes. I guess that would possibly make sense. Okay, we're gonna brake stage 60, because 30 miles an hour is here, and we've forgotten about that. Oh, and then we're going. Do you know what? Let's just go full service. Because we're apparently down to 15 miles an hour, although I didn't see a speed sign for it. I love the I love this. I fucking love this. A semaphore signal with a modern LED sign. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Let's give it some throttle. Yeah, that is. That is a thing of beauty. Semaphore signaling, classic railway speed signs, and a very modern LED platform plate. I can't make that shit up. You cannot make that shit up. I feel like we're wheel spinning by how much this is gyrating, but fucking whatever. So, at least we know we're going to platform 4, and that is indeed what is in our schedule. So, we're coming up to 15 miles an hour, so let's kill the throttle. Ooh, we're going to this one? No, we can't go into this junction block now. There's a Ferris wheel here. The fuck? I'm driving significantly over the speed limit. Fuck off. Ah, interesting. This is the terminus, but if you can make it the other side of the station, the speed limit goes up to 50 miles an hour. Imagine that. If you can crash through the wall hard enough, you can go faster than 15 miles an hour. Crazy how nature do that. Crazy. Train simulators, honestly. Ugh. Alright, let's slap a full service brake on. And I will take a 13-yard stop. I will take it. Unlock. Do you know what? For a place that looks nice and happy with its like Ferris wheel and fun park and all of that noise, this actual train station looks hella fucking depressing. Look at this. Look. On your left, you see fun, excitement, and enjoyment. And on the right, you see fucking depression. Love it. Alright, let's lock the doors and be done with this scenario. And then let's explore Morcambe. So we got booked for speeding once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. But we did still get the gold medal. Nice. So we're in free roam now. I don't know why this station needs 4 platforms. It's such a it looks like you could tell me this was a fucking barn for cattle to go into, and I'd be like, yep, I do not doubt this in the slightest. Can we go out this way? Can we escape? Can we go ride the ride? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Ooh. Wouldn't that be a hilarious Easter egg if there was actually a very specific route you could take that could let you go and like ride the roller coaster? I'm gonna try that. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I have actually, fun fact, been the first person to discover. I can't go outside the back. Oh, you can! Freedom! Ah, no. I have been the first person to discover a video game Easter egg before. Can we cross the road here? Oh, that's cool. You get the bus. That's cool. The buses actually stop for you. Can we just fucking yeet wherever? We can. Okay, this is kind of interesting, actually. I don't think I've ever seen an add-on that's let you get this far away from the fucking train station before. But it doesn't let you ride the roller coaster. But yes, I have been the first person to discover a Easter egg in a video game before. I was so fucking happy when it happened, because I posted about it, and I got a message from the developers being like, yes, you're the first person who's discovered this. I was like, yes. Ocean land? I can still keep going. What the knuckle fuck? This is wild. This is wild. Can we go all the way to the end? You can't even. You couldn't even. You couldn't. If I took like a 360 degree of screenshots of this, you could not tell this was a train simulator anymore. You can't even see the train station. Oh, look at the pier. Yeah, next step for Just, I think Just Trains needs to push a Hibble edition of this route that lets you go and ride in the roller coaster. I really hope there's a collectible here. I really hope there is, because it's a long way back to the train station for no reason. And this was me just fucking around to see if I could leave the confines of the station, because I look at this. I am an occasional video game beta tester. I don't do it very often. I've never been paid for it. But I've done official beta testing for you know, like a number of games now, like 911 Operator, Elder Scrolls, and it's yeah. So I quite like pushing the boundaries with what I can do with games, trying to see if I can like escape the area, and here you go. Here's the end results of it. Train simulator be damn. Can I go this way? I actually go this way. This is fucking insane. What is this? It's like an open air auditorium? I love that all this is included. I love that I've never seen this in a route. I genuinely never seen a route that lets you get this far away from the train station. Like, we can, like, yeah. I assume this is supposed to be like a merry-go-round or something. I can't go inside it. This is actually low-key kind of wild. This must be like Ocean World. So I have never been to Morcambe, right? I've got no idea what it is. I don't even know if it's pronounced Morcambe. It might be Morcambe, but that sounds kind of weird to me. Where can we fucking go? Can we actually get to the fucking pier? That would be hilarious if we can. We can just get around here. I'm floating grass. Okay, so they didn't necessarily expect players to do this. I wonder if you're actually supposed to be able to get here, or if I have just accidentally found a hole in the collision physics. No, it's well detailed. I think you should be able to get here. I'm wondering if you can actually run all the way there. Have Just Trains been unreasonable enough that you can go this far? Oh, there's an alleyway. No! No, you can't. I do like the traffic stop for you. There's no suicide by traffic in this stream. Can't go down the dingy alleyway. I do seem to be stuck on the road. Fish and Chips Diner. Okay. So this is as far as you can get. So yes, this tells me that this tells me that yes, you are supposed to be able to have gotten here. However, I do have the uncanny feeling that I might actually be stuck. Can I? Oh no, there's no jump button. Yeah, there's a. I'm gonna level with you guys. There's a non-zero chance I might have screwed the pooch on this one. I hugged the road. Can we keep going? Okay. Oh no, this is. Yeah. Okay, fine. We're back. We're back. We're back. Okay. You just have to play with the jank a little bit. Fine. Oh, we can't get in the dingy fucking cemetery of what used to be some fucking Northern English industry. Jesus Christ, it's depressing. It's got like this. It's a nice area. Oh, nice Art Deco building. I only even know what Art Deco is because I took a trip to Miami and we went to the Art Deco Museum because Miami is nothing but fucking Art Deco. But yeah, so some nice Art Deco architecture here. Let's see, is there any collector bubbles in the ticket house? Any like fusty ass mints that I can scoff for no reason? Oh hey, it's time for the return journey for this train. For the nice rail tour. No, I can't escape. Ooh. Frequent day excursions during summer seasons. From Morcambe to Douglas. So we're near the Isle of Man. That is the three fucking weird ass legs, symbol of the Isle of Man. Not sure where that boat's supposed to be, but it does look pretty in nature. Nice waiting room here. Any mints for me to scoff? No. Any posters for me to replace? No. I don't think there's any collectibles to be had here, to be honest. Parcel area. Mints! Fucking scoff around the mint. 4 out of 28 mints eaten. Can't get into the parcel room. Yeah. A shitter! I've got no idea why Just Trains decided to include so many shitters in the fucking scenery. It's an interesting touch. It's a weird touch. But it is, I suppose, technically a touch. Let's see if there's any collectibles on the outside. We'll go have an interesting look. We'll go back to Bear Lane, because the fact that you might be able to go into that signal house. So let's go to the main menu. Yes. I suppose we actually shouldn't have done that. We should have boarded the train and left the door open so we could yeet ourselves out. Okay, so if we go to this one and go to on foot, and then go to Bear Lane. So here we go, Bear Lane. So welcome to Bear Lane train station. It has a nice level crossing here with passengers that fucking spawn directly in front of cars, walking through cars with their feet buried in the ground. I can 10 out of 10 respect that. Yep. No notes. Absolute perfection. And let's head. Can we actually break out into the city? I'm curious to see how many places you can do this in now. That might be my achievement to see like how far I can get. Anyway, what I'm most interested in is the signal box, but we'll save the best for last. Let's see what collectibles there are. So this looks like a fairly bare bones little train station. Some nice hot juicy collectibles. Nice waiting room with some random fusty mints that I can scoff down. I'm curious as to what Ronnie's Cumbrian mint snack is, because I do actually quite like mint, so it'd be banging. It might be banging. Here's a car park with all the like fucking late 80s vehicles chilling around. And then we come over. Passengers must not cross this point. Well, I'm a railway driver when it suits me. Oh, hi. You can come and chill with the cement mixer. She's just... Why have you got a fucking blowtorch? Look at his face. Jesus Christ, the poor man's contemplating life right now. Jeez. Heyo. Oh. Oop. No, I don't fucking save that. Fuck off. Red Circle. I think it's funny because I think the Blue Circle is an actual cement mixture brand. Red Circle, that's a good nod to them. IS, construction workers laying around, causing delays for no reason. Just an arbitrary pile of rubble for no reason. Okay, let's try and not get absolutely fucking thunder cunted by a train, but we'll get on to the other platform, which is here, because there was at least one collectible, and then we'll go see the signal box, and then that will, ladies and gentlemen, be the end of the stream. So we've chatted about how signal boxes work in the past. I can't go in there. No, you can't go in there, but you can see how they haven't bothered to like clip the fence. The fence just continues inside the building. That's hilarious. Yeah, so we have chatted a little bit in the past about how railway signal these Railrour postal fixed. Oh, there. Okay. Yeah, we have chatted about how these places work in the past. Let's see if we can actually go up there. And yes, you can see them. So yeah, these aren't. Ooh. Ah, this is so cool. Right. Okay. Fine. So the game will. Oh, hey, mints and the collectible. Nice. So, right. Let's start from here. So this is fairly accurate, right, for what a railway signal control should look like, right? So this has basically got so these different colored segments here are the track circuit breakers. So right now, I can tell that there is a train in the up Morcambe line. So there is a train inbound to this station. I don't know what this is. This probably means something. So slots are given by railway signal control. So basically some places will be like, you know, you need to, not only do you have to be routed by the railway signal controller, but the receiving area needs to give you a slot to join that line or to join that like destination. So like, you know, if you're a freight train delivering coal to a power station, you might have a clear railway line into that power station, but if they're not ready to receive you, then they will not give you a slot to join those tracks. So slots can be used for many different reasons. This is the level crossing that we can see right here. Now, having said that, I don't know if this is actually interactive, so these might just be lit up for no reason. I don't actually know if there's a train invent. It would be interesting to see. But yeah, basically, so you've got signal controls. So each of these will be something. So you'll have junction controls. So 27 and 26 will be junction controls. 28 and 29 will be junction controls. Or they'll be no. I was gonna say they're pulled. It would be interesting. It would be so amazing to see this interactive, but it's cool to even just look at, because basically this is how it is. So you've got track circuits. So track circuits are these two lights that are illuminated here. That tells you where the train is, and you. So some railway signals are automatic. Some railway signals will be manual. So let's have a look here. So. So here's 19. So 19 is, I think, going to be a railway signal. So you would need to pull this to manually trigger the signal to be green or to be red. And then these ones in white are probably going to be automatic signals. So sometimes when you have areas that do not have junctions, and it's just like long stretches of line that are straight line with no junctions, nothing coming onto them, nothing coming off to them, they will typically be automatic controlled, because, you know, if there is a fault with the automatic processes at a junction, then if it's manually checked to be fine, then you can give manual authorization to proceed. But in a long straight segment like over here, if there is something gone wrong, like say the track surface, like there's nowhere else for the train to go, so it can just be left as automatic, basically, is the long and short of it. So these things will control various things. So this board will light up in various ways. So you'll have signals here, which will light up in response to various stimuli from trains, whether it's a train is in a certain area by the track circuit detectors, what the signals are doing, who has tokens if there's a token controlled station, and then this is a manual level crossing as well. So you've basically got one switch, so you can like turn this to start the light sequence, and then when you've confirmed from here that it is safe to lower the barriers because the cars have stopped on both sides, then you can press the button to lower the barriers. So this is an example of a manual level crossing as opposed to an automatic level crossing. So this is kind of what like an inside of a signal box looks like. Now this is fairly antiquated because this relies on all of these levers. So railway systems of old are, funnily enough, quite complicated. You would pull this lever, right? So let's take an example. Where can I find this? Fine. We don't have any semaphore signals, right? But let's say for sake of example, that this was a semaphore signal. So what you would do, I think we worked out this was number 19. Yeah, so you can tell by the diamond plate that we had there. So this is signal number 19, right? So if this was a semaphore signal, it would be in the horizontal position, which means trains can't go. So you would keep the train stopped here, okay? The train pulls into the station and loads its passengers. That's fine. The train gives the signal that he has loaded passengers, so you'll hear the guard's whistle as we heard in the station earlier. The station controller would come over here, and he would activate the light sequence, and then would activate the lower barriers. In really olden days, back when it was a gated level crossing, the signaler would actually have to come out and would have to like, manually grab and close the gates, and then close the gate on the other side, and then come back to the signal box. We do have a kind of manually operated automatic level crossing, so like you don't have, like a machine closes these gates, but you operate it using this switch. Once you are then satisfied that the level crossing is safe and secure, you then need to give the train the signal to proceed. So you would head over to signal 19, double checking that if you needed to. You would make sure that there is nothing in the circuit T5, and then you would pull lever 19. You would pull it back, and if it was a semaphore signal, there would be a cable underneath this lever that is attached to a pulley, and this pulley would go underneath the signal box, and it would run underneath the ground here up to a pulley. Now we can't see this because this is like a traffic light aspect signal, but you do sometimes see the counterweights and the pulleys on the routes that do have semaphore signaling, and by pulling that, the lever would pull a pulley, which pulls a pulley, which pulls a pulley, which pulls the signal, and it would raise into the up position. And that is how railway signalling used to be done in the UK. Nowadays we have other than more historic routes, we have a much more focus on electronic operated like signals and things. But junctions are the same. So where's the nearest junction? So the nearest junction is junction 26. So if you wanted to say, okay, well that train that we've now just sent on the way to Morcambe, okay, there's another train sitting at the station, but the train that came from Preston and Lancaster, he has come in and gone left, but I now need to take a train that's left Morcambe and is coming back towards, let's say, Preston. the line is, as is shown here, is pointing down there. I now want it to be pointing across. We would take lever 25 or 27. I'm not quite sure what the notation is here. It's 25, 27. I assume one of these is going to be the signal and one of these is going to be the junction, judging by the color of them. So you would basically pull the lever, and the lever would, as we talked about earlier, pull a pulley which goes underground and pulls a pulley which travels underground. And these can go for quite a long way on a system of cables and pulleys. And then it would keep running. So quite often you will see this infrastructure here. So this isn't just a neat little thing that covers the railways. This is where some of the cables were housed. So you can see you've got some things here for crossing cables underneath the tracks. But these would be used to store the signaling cables. So the signaling cable would travel underneath this in a semi-protected environment. Over here you can see some of the more modern like electrical infrastructure. These signal boxes control the electronic aspects of signals. But they will come over here, and then they will come to this junction. So this is junction number 25, and then 26 must be what they mean. And so in days of old, the pulley would basically pull this junction across. So right now it is in the receiving position from this lane, but if it so it's in the right position as if we had pulled the lever, and so yeah, that used to be how signaling was done in the old days. And this is why rabbits were the most like common enemy of the train network, because what would happen? Why the fuck? Oh, okay, they're different directions. In the olden days, yeah, in the old days. That's why rabbits were the worst fucking enemy of the British railway network. Because imagine you're just a little fluffy bunny playing around in the grass here, right? You know, you're burying a hole, and then you bury a hole, and then you bury a hole, and suddenly you find yourself in a new environment underneath this protective casing. Because this just sits over the top, right? It's not 360 degrees. Oh, fuck, the train. Hey, oh. Hi, train friend. Da 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 da. Okay, he's fucking off towards Lancaster. I'm curious now. Let's go back and see, because I don't honestly think it is interactive. I'm curious to see if it is. But basically, the rabbits could find themselves under this protective cover, where they've got a whole lot of fun, enjoyable cables for them to chew their teeth into. And I don't know if you've ever owned rabbits, right, chat? But I have owned 2 rabbits, and I can fucking tell you that rabbits love anything that they can just like get their teeth into, like a fucking cable or fabric. So rabbits. Is there any passengers on the train that you drive in this game? Yes, you drive passenger trains. You can drive passenger or freight trains on this game. So yes, if you drive a passenger train, you are driving passengers, yes. So let's see if this actually updates. No, okay, so this is just a static image. Fine, I had a feeling that's what it would be. Would have been cool if not, but fine. So yeah, rabbits could literally chew through the cables that like sort the shit. And so, you know, if a rabbit completely chews through a cable and it snaps, then all of a sudden you don't have control of a signal, or you don't have control of a junction. There is like a track failure. I mean, the track circuit lines are electronic as well. So the cables that tell the signal box what trains are operating where do run through those little kind of cable lines as well. So if a rabbit eats through those, you lose track circuit information. So rabbits, and to a lesser extent rats, are basically the bane of the British rail industry. Like, a lot of the things that like fail are junctions, signals, and like track circuits, and like fucking rabbits, man. Fucking rabbits. Rabbits eating cables. Mechanically, these are all protected as best as they can be. But yeah, rabbits just love getting into places they fucking shouldn't be. And they will destroy your shit. destroy your ship, destroy your infrastructure. All right. Anyway, it's been 4.5 hours, and I think, ladies and gentlemen, I am probably done for today. And by that, I mean I am done for today. We are going to hand you over to someone, and we need to have a look and see who we are going to hand you over to. Oh God. I don't have too many people who are doing interesting things at the moment. I do have my usual friend who we end up raiding almost all the time. So let's head over to Twitch and see who else is playing Train Sim World. See if it's just me. I'm gonna be displeased. Oh fuck. Yeah, okay. There is one other person who is streaming Train Sim World, and it is somebody who is very new to streaming. They might actually be so new to streaming that I might not be able to actually raid them, because you do have to have that setting turned on. But it is the conveniently named Alex55543221TSW5, which would make a good password to somebody's bank account. But they are playing some Train Sim World 5. They're currently the only other player streaming Train Sim World 5. So I will leave you in their hands. For just now, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to depart. We are going to be returning tomorrow with some more streaming. I can't remember what I said we were streaming tomorrow. Let me just check my schedule real quick. Schedule. Oh shit, where's my schedule gone? Okay, I said we were streaming something tomorrow. I think it's Formula 1 Manager we're streaming tomorrow, but I might be wrong on that one. It might be Red Dead Redemption 2. I am unsure. But we are hopefully going to be streaming tomorrow. But for just now, we are going to, I'm just going to call him Alex the Fives. We are going to go and have a raid on Alex the Fives, who is also playing Train Sim World. But for just now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye! I guess without further ado, it is time to get started with Mass Effect 2. That was the first accidental poetry! Oh no!
Are you guys known for attempting to break people out?
I haven't broken anybody out in this county, but I have in other counties.
The sheriffs here know you.
I can't deal with this
jail
guy in the background.
No, they don't know
Do
me.
they know you?
Imagine being a creature in actual life, just running around in circles. Oh, that one's chill. I want to be that one. Actually, no, to be fair, I want to be that one, but that is the random mushroom thing that I am. The one that's running very fast, but getting absolutely nowhere. That is literally me in a fucking nutshell.
Shit in your box. I'll put something in their box.
I can't believe I have to say these words. Varric, please don't steal a severed hand from my mother.
I'll give it back.
12
Oh,
games.
my game just fucking crashed.
Oh, well, GG. Oh god, you are having a seizure on screen right now. Hang on. Share your screen. Hang on. Here you go. This is what we're seeing.
My
right
screen.
Slightly injuring the robots next to them. Oh lord, there wasn't 3 of them a minute ago! Stop! Come on! This didn't go well, did it?